the communist revolution that has taken over in this country. We have instituted not only have we instituted the planks of the Communist Manifesto, but we've also instituted the German Workers, Party of the 1920s. I won't say their name. We've instituted a lot of their planks as well here. But it is the control of money and credit that is the evil, insidious power that controls us all and prevents us from really instituting the kind of free market capitalism that would lift those people that you're talking about out of poverty. They would have more options. They didn't like a bank. They would be able to go down to the bank next door. Bank of America couldn't cancel, or JP Morgan Chase couldn't cancel.
Right? Let's talk about war. Let's say we get a decentralized, very anarchic system. Not completely. Maybe it's very, very libertarian. Banks are failing, and then new ones are emerging. What about, say, communist China? Very, very centralized, very authoritarian, very expansionist. We ignore it. What happens when a Soviet bloc or Chinese Communist Party style thing starts creating a unipolar world under their footprint?
Do you want to let me answer that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So communism, has shown that in the short term it can have power and it can have strength, right? But capitalism has won out in the long term. The mistakes that the neoconservatives made, the people under Bill Buckley and Ronald Reagan, is that they believed that in order to beat communism, that we had to adopt tenets and planks of communism, right? What was the space race and the missile race, the arms race between the United States and Russia. This was the belief. They believed that capitalism had failed to provide the United States with the type of military strength that was necessary to defeat communism. But if you look at any economic measure of Russia, it wasn't necessarily the spending on the space race or on the arms race that bankrupted Russia. Russia was failing on its own accord, and it was Potemkin villages that were all across Russia, for decades, their economy was always on the verge of collapse. Now, the neoconservatives thought that by spending more that they would tip them over. They ended up being right. But I wouldn't say that one correct fact doesn't prove an entire theory. Free market capitalism, is it a perfect system? No. Is it a better system than communism? By any standard or measure. So can communism show its strength in the short term? Sure. If you force people, it's like, Mussolini got the trains running on time, but where did he end up, right? Hanging alongside his...
It
doesn't end well for you.
Specifically, also when you look at China, a lot of people are saying, "Look at all the centralization. Look how Justin Trudeau's like, it's amazing how they could control their economy at a what did he say exactly? I forgot the exact term.
He admired the fact that they had so much control over their economy.
You can sit on a throne of bayonets, but not for long.
But at the same time, we have to understand China's dealing with their own unique problems. Even though Justin Trudeau is looking at them like, this is great, this is awesome, this is amazing. Bill Gates is complimenting them. They're still dealing with a major housing crisis, with the major infrastructure crisis, a major natural resource crisis, a population crisis, a currency crisis, and their society is literally at the brink of collapse because of the centralization and not allowing individuals to be free and creative and to solve the problems that the central controllers are creating.